Good afternoon, everyone. Tyson Foods. Why'd we chicken out on the long side? I'll show you why. So we try to do 10 million puns when it comes to Tyson. That's one of them. Like when we got in, we can say we had some skin in the game and so on. And, you know, you just got to deal with the dad jokes on this site. So what are we seeing in here? Number one, if I'm buying it here because of unusual options, you got to understand you're going against the grain. So you're under the ATR trailing stop and under the 50 moving average. So we know we got to be careful in there. And if the conditions change, if the things that got us long change, then we're going to get out immediately. I'll show you what we're talking about. So we're going to take that off. And I'm going to show you because right here is when there started to be some unusual call buying in Tyson. But we got out right here. Yeah, believe it or not, we got out there, and believe it or not, that was about a point. So if you were long some in the money calls, you actually made some good money on it. But let's show you what we're talking about in here. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you Tyson, and I'm going to show you this zone and show you what we're talking about. So we're talking about in this zone. So you'll see it in here, and I'll show you again, and we'll overlay it with the chart of the options. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to go to September 26th. And we can go to September 25th and September 24th, and I want you to see this. So I was watching this. I scanned for unusual option activity every day. The stock was 53.66. There were 10,000 of these calls that traded with only 686 open interest. That told us, heck, maybe that was somebody buying. So, but the key is to see what the open interest is the next day. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have some buys, some sells. It's not going to totally go up. But that day was September 23rd. So what happened to the stock on September 23rd? We can even put in a 4-hour chart because I think that'll help. So we'll go into here. Here's September 23rd, right in this zone, 53.67. So like I said, when we're trading in a downtrend, you better get out of Dodge fast if conditions change. So right in here, we were buying it in that 53.5 level. Right in here, September 22nd. That was actually the bottom, right in there. September 22nd. Now go into here and you'll see, if you take in September 24th, you'll see 1,500. It got up to 9,400 open interest. So we're still long it. Just keep that just fresh in your head. September 25th, 1,700 volume, and all of a sudden it went up to 10,000 open interest. It was being accumulated. Go back to September 25th. Go into this zone right here, and you'll see it was still going up. Not a lot, but it was going up. Slowly going up in here. So you could buy every dip. And what happened, I see this a million times with rumored takeovers. It rallies on the close. It opens down because there's no buyout. And then it goes up. It proceeds up till the end of the day. This is what happened in here. So it does that kind of cycle almost all the time. So you can actually time that. But I wanted to show you what happened then. So you go in 1,700, 10,000. 1,700 and 10,000. Go to the next day. You got 4,000 and 12,000. Still a lot. Still a lot. It's almost like they're rolling into this one and out of that one. But it's still pretty impressive. Go to the next day. Well, now you got 12,000 of these and 2,000. So this was more scalping intraday. You could just see it, scalping intraday. But this was indeed still accumulating 12,000. 54.19, 12,000. That's on the 27th. Well, actually on the 26th. This is using the Analyze tab. Now go into here. 1,100, still 12,000. Watch the next day. There you go. 5,000. 5,000 on October 1st. But watch what happens to the open interest. 1,000 on October 2nd, and then it went down. So it went here on October 3rd, 10,000. And then 8,000. That told me that all of a sudden they were getting out of the options between October 2nd and October 3rd. So go and see what happened to the stock. Look right here. October 2nd, October 3rd. It started lowering the open interest. We got in because the open interest was going up because they were accumulating them. We were buying every dip in the morning. Those were good for about a point. But the second the open interest, which updates at midnight, the second that started going back down, well, now our reasons weren't there to be in it. We exited right here, right there. So we just stopped, we lost interest. And sure enough, the stock went down 3 points. So what happened to the open interest in the meantime? Watch what happened. 8,000. Now look what happened the next day. 8,000, and then watch what happened. Down to 7,000. They're unwinding them. And you keep going, and it goes lower and lower and lower. We were already out by then. The key was the persistent accumulation of calls got us in it. It was in a long-term downtrend, though. So once that we saw that, and we saw the open interest start to go down, we exited. We didn't have the reasons anymore. If our reasons were getting in because of accumulation, all of a sudden those reasons aren't there. And it was already in a downtrend. We were fighting the trend, but going on the option volume. So if the option open interest started going down, we had to get out fast, and we did. So hope this helps. A number of people asked why we got out there, and now you see why.